Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just going to be doing a tutorial on a fall look for you guys. So fall isn't really dewy and all that highlighty stuff like summer. Fall is more dark colors and just a matte face and just dark in general. I love fall, I love Halloween, so that's why I am making this video today. I'm just gonna quickly dump out my makeup here. Yep, all of it, I think. I don't need that stuff. Okay, so just to start for primer, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I have my mirror too. My blush is all the way over there. Okay, I'm just going to take a little bit on my finger and I'm just going to go ahead and put it into my pores. My larger pores are usually just underneath my eye, right on the apples of my cheeks and on my nose. So we're just going to go ahead and pat that in. And everything I'm using today, except for a couple things, is mostly drugstore, except for like an eyeshadow palette and my lipstick I'll be using. Everything else is all drugstore. Okay. So now that the pores are filled, where did my cover go for this? Well, the video's already starting off pretty good. I lost the cover to my primer. Oops. Oh, I found it. Okay. And next I'm going to be using my Holy Grail primer, the Maybelline Master Prime Hydrating Smoothing Primer. And the way I usually put this on is I just do a line right up on my cheek, another line up on the cheek, across the forehead, down the nose, and across the chin. I just go ahead and rub that in. Sometimes I'll even just kind of pat it up under the eyes if I feel just a little bit dry there. Okay. And now for foundation, because I'm going for more of a matte look, I'm going to be using here's my Milani foundation. There it is. Alright, so I'm going to be using the Milani foundation. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation and Concealer in the shade 0088 Ivory. Probably my glasses. And I forgot to mention that the blender I'm using today is actually from the Walmart brand Equate Beauty. And this blender is about $2, I believe. And it is a wicked good blender. I actually prefer this over the regular beauty blender. And when I usually blend my foundation, I usually start on the outside and then work my way in. I'm just going to do a little bit on the forehead. Okay, so I'm going to take the side of the beauty blender and I'm just going to go ahead and dab one more time over the face. Okay, and now I'm going to go in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. This is in the shade 105 Ivory Rose. And I am going to be doing some contouring today, just because it'll definitely help with that fall look that I'm trying to go for. Yes, babe. What, babe? So I'm going to go ahead and blend under eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and blend my nose. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and try to get that heavily contoured look. I do have a few palettes here for, but I think I might need a different palette. Hey,
Not me.
Babe.
What?
Can you go in the bathroom and grab me the green box?
That sounds terrible.
What do you mean?
Sounds terrible.
Why does it sound terrible?
Why would I do that?
Because you love me? Yeah, it's a little green box.
Gloves?
No, it's on the second shelf where I keep my makeup. It's a green box.
Gloves.
There's a bright green box.
Gloves?
No. It's such a butt.
Gloves.
So usually in the fall you want to keep more of a cooler toned look. So I'm going to be using the shade Hot Fudge from the Jefferee Star Mini Breaker palette. I also really feel like this is a really good contour shade. I know that this is kind of like a contour hack that a lot of people do, so that way you don't have to spend the extra money on like a bronzer or anything like that, or you just use like a warm toned eyeshadow or like a deep brown eyeshadow. Okay, so now I'm just going to use this little Lexi brush here. I'm just going to use my stomach, my fat, I'm using my fat. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and dip right back in hot fudge, and we're going to be using this brush to contour my nose. Just very lightly. Okay, so we're just about done being contoured. I just need a little bit more just so I can do my jawline. And the way that I'm actually going to do my jawline, I'm just going to go ahead and take this right underneath. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend it. I don't know if you guys can really like kind of tell the difference where this side is seems a little more defined than this side does. But pretty much, this is something I actually learned from, I don't know if any of you watched the YouTuber Tarte, and her video with Scott Barnes, except they actually use cream products, whereas I'm just using a powder today. Okay. So I got that all blended out. I do need to blend my nose contour just a little bit more on the sides. See, I would be using a cream contour right now, but I don't have one. That's why I'm using this. So, if you prefer cream contour, you can definitely do this with a cream contour, but I'm just using powder for today. Oops. My finger. Alright, so because I missed a step, I have to go back. I have to set my face. And I don't have my powder puff with me. I forgot to grab it. So I am just going to use a regular everyday powder brush. Just kind of tap that about that. Here we go. I'm just gonna. And I'm using Coty Airspun, and this is the translucent. I can't really get to work tomorrow. And the reason why I'm using this is because it will definitely help with that mattify, like to mattify my face without making it, you know, cakey looking. I do love this Coty Airspun powder. It is only $5 and you can get it at Walmart. Like I said, this is the translucent shade. And one cool thing about this though is that it actually will add coverage to your concealer and foundation. But it does like to make a mess. But I'm pretty sure it's like every powder out there. I made a mess. But yeah, so this is the packaging on it. I usually buy mine from Walmart. And the other side. And yeah, it's only about $5 and it works so good for just a regular drugstore setting powder. I really like it. And it definitely softened up my contour, which I like as well. Okay, for blush, I'm going to be using, where did I put it? Right here. So this is the Tea Rose blush from Milani, which is one of my OG favorites. But in like the fall, you want your contour to shine more than your blush, whereas in the summer you want your blush to show more. I do still use a little more blush in the fall, but not so much, so that way I can just kind of let that contour pop. Alright, and for highlighter, because you kind of want to keep going with the ones that aren't so... I guess we'll just go ahead and use my Jefferee Star. And this is the shade Sarcophagus. This is a wicked good highlighter. This is like my favorite highlighter right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little bit on my nose and my cupid's bow and on my chin. Okay, that's on my elbow. That's fine. Alright, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and do my brows. For brows, I'm going to use the Total Temptations brow pencil from Maybelline. This is in the shade 315 Deep Brown. What, baby? Alright, so here's brow number 1. We're going to do brow number 2. Okay, so this brow definitely came out better than this brow. This brow's a little bit weird looking, but that's fine. Because I have a scar on this brow, so this brow's going to be looking a little wackadoo. But this one actually came out pretty good. They don't even look the same. So I guess we can... I'm just going to leave it. Actually, you know what? I have a more defined pencil I can try to use to fix it. So let me see here. Because this brow does tend to be just a little bit more bushy sometimes. So I think I just have to do some work on it. But I'm just going to leave it like that for now. So if you like a bigger brow, here's your bigger brow. If you like a basic brow, there's your basic brow. That's 2 brows going on. Anyways, so we got the brows done. Now I'm going to move on to eyeshadow. So I couldn't decide what palette I wanted to use. So I just kind of brought all of them so I can figure out what I wanted to do. I had another palette. Where'd it go? I lost a palette, I think. Apparently I didn't bring it with me. Oh, I found it. Okay. So, because I want to do like a nice dark look, but I just don't know what I want to use. You feel? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Norvina ABH palette and my Colourpop Through My Eyes palette. I'm going to try to create something. So I'm going to start with the shade Passion, which is this warm brown shade on the end here. Or actually, we'll go with the cooler toned one here, which is Volatile. And that's going to be the transition shade. Okay, and I go ahead and do the other eye. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Real Techniques brush and I'm going to dip into the shade Divina, which is this nice purple shade over here. I'm just going to go ahead and pop that into the crease. Okay, so now I'm going to take the flat end of this brush here, and I'm going to dip into the shade Flex, which is this shade right over here. It's this very cool, it has like blue reflex in it, and it's like a weird kind of brown shade, at least that's what it looks like to me. It's like a gold shade, like a dark gold. Okay, so now using the same brush, I'm going to dip back into the shade Divina. I'm going to go ahead and smudge that on my lower lash line. And I'm actually going to bring this color into my lash line as well. Okay. So now that the eyes are done, I am going to go ahead and spray my face with some setting spray. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Lasting Fix setting spray. And for lipstick, I'm going to be using the Nars lip paint in the shade Rock With You. And for me, this is like the perfect fall shade.
You and 3 kids, huh? I'm not watching that, Evan. That sounds fucked. Yeah, it's like 24 something, I think.
Okay.
Are they meeting you there?
And now I'm just going to go ahead and throw on some mascara. I'm going to be using the Tarte Big Ego mascara. This is my current favorite mascara.
Oh, yeah, he has to give you a visitor pass, and then you go in. And you pretty much gotta drive all the way back behind the power plant, squeeze between a rock thing and a building. Oh, yeah. Yeah? Alright, yeah, I'll text here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now another thing in fall is you want big dramatic lashes. So that is why I am putting on so much mascara, because I'm not really a fake lash kind of person. Okay. Okay. So now here's the final look. I will comment below all the products I used in this video today and all the shades that I used. And if you guys would like to see more videos, just like, subscribe, comment as always. And if you have any products you want me to try, you can comment those as well. I also recently made a new Instagram specifically for my YouTube, so I will be posting that below as well. And as always, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye!